What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna say this deck's name right. Shiranui managed to top 8 the Lubbock Regional in 4th place under its pilot Joshua Edwin, so let's go ahead and get into it. We have 2 Fairy Tale Snow, 2 Gem Knight Sardonyx. What is this guy doing in here? We have 1 Shiranui Samurai, we have 2 Shiranui Spirit Master, 3 Shiranui Solitaire, 1 Shiranui Spectral Sword, 3 Mizuki, 3 Unizombie, 2 Summoner Monk, 1 Trick Clown, and 2 Maxi. Rest in peace, Sebastian Crawford. 1 Soul Charge, 2 Insta Fusion, 3 Pot of Desires, double Twin Twisties, triple Gold Sarcophagus, 1 Foolish Burial, triple Brilliant Fusion, because you definitely need to see it as a starter card, an Emptiness, a Solemn Warning, and a Rise to Full Height. If you don't know by now, the combo is that it makes you basically every turn a Wabaku with Omega, and Omega replaces it, only at the danger of a turn 1 Kaiju when the opponent gets to go after. Now we have Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, a Shiranui Shogun Saga, 2 Psy-Frame Lord Omega, 1 Archfiend Zombie Skull, revived King Hades, Shiranui Samurai Saga, 1 Castel, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Dante. I'm surprised he fit this in here in the main instead of with the cherries in the side. 1 Gym Knight Seraph Knight, 1 Norden, 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, a Void Ogre, and a Moonlight. Double Kumongous, double Denko, triple cherries for that Dante. Double Moon, Mirror of the Ice Sphere, my bad. I'm so used to Moon Mirror Shield and it kind of looks like a shield. 1 Twin Twister, double Typhoon, and triple Anti-Spell Fragrance. Let's get into this tournament report. Round 1, PK Fire 2-0. Game 1, I opened phenomenally and he couldn't deal with double Omega. Game 2, he made Beatrice set 2 past. I answered with Twin Twister and proceeded to shut him down with Scarlet, Red Dragon Archfiend, and Dweller. Round 2, DDD 2-0. I opened and made Omega and banished Rise to Full Height and passed. If it wasn't for that trap loop, I would have definitely lost. I ended up outgrinding him. Game 2, he decided to go second. I opened well and made double Omega and banished Rise to Full Height and well-loaded Grave. So yeah, this deck kind of plays with the Grave as the second resource tool as a hand. His turn, he waited until I banished both of my Omegas, and he normal summoned Necroface and shuffled everything back by pumping Necroface to 5,900. Again, if it wasn't for the trap, I would have lost in my turn. I made Scarlet and Crystal Wing and proceeded to game. Round 3, Magispector Pals 0-2. This guy was my only loss. Great guy from Amarillo. Lost to main deck Necro Valley, and game 2 I opened all monsters. And I could not deal with the advantage that he had with the Magispectors. Round 4, Draco Pals 2-0. I assumed he bricked game 1 with only setting a Guiding Ariande as his opener. I proceeded to make my Omegas in 1. Game 2, went first at 2 strikes and made Dinoster. Twin Twister came in handy and I grinded him out with double Omega. Round 5, Blue Eyes 2-1. Great matchup. If it wasn't for Rise to Full Height, I would have lost hands down. It got me game 1 with double Omega. Game 2, he went first and made Spirit, and I couldn't come back to make the board. Game 3, I had the goo with my Omega loop, and we ended up going into time. Scarlet was my savior, and I burned him for 2,500 and swung for 3K to get me the game. Round 6, Blue Eyes again, 1-1. The guy was astonished with the Omega loop and couldn't get around it. Game 1, he would open double Veiler, and well, that's that. Game 2, he didn't have Veiler, and I was able to get it with Omega Scarlet. Round 7, Brethren Abyss. BA with Ties of the Brethren. 2-1. Game 1, he opened Beatrice with no back row. I opened the goo and snowed his Beatrice, baiting it out, and proceeded to make Scarlet and Dweller to get me the game. Game 2, I cherries his Dantes, and he sets 2 and pass. I summoned 2 monsters, and he cherries my Omega. I was able to grind it out from there, and it was a grind game from there, and he got it. Game 3, I opened 2 Mirror of the Ice Barrier, 1 Fairy Tale Snow, 1 Gym Knight Sardonyx, and a Samurai. I set the Snow and set the 2 mirrors and passed. Time went up, and he decided to push for game with a Beatrice, double Dante, and a Seer. He farfed my set Snow, and I double Mirror of the Ice Barrier him and banished his whole board, devastating him for the rest of the day. It was a grind game from there, and I ended up winning with more life. Round 8, Brethren Magispector 2-1. Game 1, I opened double Omega with my set Vanities. He normals a QB, proceeds to activate Brethren, I flip Vanities, and it's all downhill from there. Pay 2,000 and lose a card. That's pretty good. Game 2, he had all the advantage, and I had to scoop. Game 3, I just opened double Omega and grinded it out for the win. So there you have it. Joshua Edwin's complete tournament report. Shout out to the Gathering Place in Abilene. Shout out to Ricky, Randall, Ben, Matt for going with me and supporting me through the rounds. Shout outs to House of Champs for being my go-to channel for the latest updates in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. So thank you, Joshua Edwin, and I'm really glad to have you here. I really like the innovation. I would have liked to hear more notes on why this over Garnet. Maybe the comment section will have some insight to that, and really great, detailed, in-depth tournament report. I'm glad to have you.